just got a blood moon. This is the one I've been waiting for, but also been fearing. I don't have anything to wake people up, but I do have a night watchman up here. That's about it. That's my defense. There they come. All right. Dodge the blow. Oh, ouch. It's nice to have some sniper support. Oh. Big hit. Smack me like a little baby. Just let me sniper pick him off. Kind of nice having that guy up there. What else we got? There's gotta be some more coming in. Go warm up real. Oh, here we go. Come on, buddy. Oh, ouch. Get 'em, boys and girls. There we go. Yeah, we should. Let's like this bad boy. You got anything? Nope. We should have. I mean, bark works. At least fight in the heat. There's gotta be more out there. Because it hasn't ended. Could be approaching the other side. There we go. Here come the big boys. Oh, a couple of those Dragar. One's an archer. Let me get out of line of sight from that guy. Not so bad when you got some crew that helps you. Oh, check down my raven statue. You gotta pay for that. Whoa. Alright, we won that one. All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for continuing to watch my, I guess, adventure in the this Viking land. A couple things have happened. You'll notice we've skipped forward a few days. Winter hit us about day 22. And now it's day 26, so a few days have happened. Most of it has been me just kind of staying close and expanding, and I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what I've added since the last episode. We also had our first winter blood moon, hopefully our only one, but as you just saw, and it actually went pretty well for us. It wasn't. I had earlier fights that were a little bit tougher. I am wielding this double club now, which puts the smack down on people, so I'm definitely enjoying this. I added this raven altar in which you can trade Jotun blood for this raven potion. Now I think that raven potion is supposed to make you fly or something. When I used it, it just had some ravens fly out of my head, and that was it. Right, I got a second cottage over here built up. And I managed to, these guys are waking up. Hey, good morning. You'll notice that everybody's got some clothes on. So we expanded out our capability there. Got everybody clothed. Here, I wanted to show you that I was able to just squeeze in side by side. Not everything's built yet, but 12 total beds in here. So I was thinking it was maybe we could get 10 in here. We could actually get 12. So just an FYI. Now I don't think there's any room in here for any furniture or anything else that's gonna bump up our what is it called? Our desirability and comfort. But for now, hey, it's working fine. So yeah, now I've got those two cottages. I've got a watchtower. Now I wasn't entirely sure what this would do. I knew it would give some points to the to the desirability, or I should say to the defense. So we're not getting that. Let me show the settlement issues here. Now it's, instead of 99% or 100% of our structures being defenseless, it's only 39. So if I look on the map and I look at this watchtower, it's got some range. So it's covering all of our housing over here, our Eye of Odin, and it is covering our fisherman's hut. And then over here I built a barracks. Let's go over to that. Now the barracks gives me the ability to assign 3 villagers to it. And it will allow, and what I can do here is I can assign weapon loadouts to them. My understanding is that once it upgrades, you can do more than just this one. Just these 3. So she wields a heavy weapon, but you can do weapon and shield, bruiser, skirmisher, and there's much more when you get a little bit. When you get to the next tier, basically. And you can also set patrol routes. And you'll see this is the barracks, and that's the coverage there. And then there's a patrol marker, and a patrol marker, and a patrol marker. So I basically just tried to cover all of my different resource locations, my different workshops and pits and warehouse and all of that with the patrol. So now I've got 1 soldier. I'll probably get at least 1 to 2 more kind of patrolling the area. That's Ari right there. Here she comes. Hey, thank you. Thanks for looking after everybody. So, let's see what she needs. She needs a 2-handed weapon. So you know what I'm going to do? Because you're doing the work. I'm going to give you mine. I'm going to try to give you mine. Can I? Maybe I can if I'm wielding it. Let's try that again. All right. Oh, that's weird. Won't let me drop it or anything. Right. Try one more time. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me slot it, but I'll just give her that one. She's gonna practice. Look at her. Get those skills up, girl. All right. What else did I do? I built this builder's hut, And this allows us to schedule, well, there are all these different things that builders will do, including building, right? They'll do the terraforming, they will do light keeping, which means going around and lighting all the different torches that you have, and I've put some stone torches up and some wood torches up, and they'll do fire keeping as well. And since it was winter, I said fire keeping, that's your top priority, right? We're really not even trying to build too much more right now, but the main goal is keep everybody warm, keep the lights on, and then we'll worry about repairing and doing all of this other stuff. So that's what all of these things can do, and I could just change the order here as well. So that's, I was trying to say, that's what all the options are here for that. There's also another, I heard, or I saw, I should say. I know there's another option somewhere. Maybe if we go into this, yeah. So we can change the priority of what they use. Yeah, so coal is going to be most efficient, then firewood, then sticks, and so on and so forth. So I'd probably rather have them use bark before they use sticks, just because I don't use bark as much as I use sticks. And this is going to be the schedule. So we're going to keep that round the clock lit, and then for the light keeping, it looks like they will light them at night. Let me get an extra. Let's do this. Get an extra hour in. We don't really need it in the morning, so we'll do that, and that gives that schedule. Nothing there. All right. So yeah. So a couple of selections, and anybody who is right now, Clara's our only builder, but anybody that is a builder will be following these schedules and these, kind of order of operations. I also expanded out the warehouse, so check this out. So I added the 2 additional locations. I added a place for rocks. I added a place for coal, leather, and linen storage. I was worried I was going to run into an issue where they would have to start throwing stuff on the floor because we didn't have space. We've got more meat, which is almost full. We've got a bunch of fish, which is full. These are stacks of 5 for food. So we're doing really well in food. I've got another container of just raw food that hasn't been cooked here. Here are some clothes just sticking out everywhere. That's kind of interesting. Some bark storage, logs, and what is this? This is firewood storage. I know we're using along that, long sticks, and then regular sticks, which we have a lot of. So yeah, we really just expanded this out. You notice this section is more wood. In the middle, we've got food, and then on this side is this is our stones, coal once we get it, resin, and whatnot. So yep, much bigger over there. Haven't done anything with the farm, though. I did make sure that we had some winter coverage. I should just double check right now while we're here. Let's see here that we have some spring coverage. Yep. Just want to make sure that we have year-round coverage. So if I'm off doing something and I forget to come back here and yeah, they look good. All right. Well, it's probably looking for, yeah, I need a foraging marker. I'm not really sending them out right at this point because it's kind of cold out there, and we've got pretty much full storage for in our warehouse. So we're trying to, I'm trying to avoid them going out there and getting ganked or freezing to death, if at all possible. All right, here's one of my stone lanterns that I got set up. Hunter's been doing well. You saw we had the full meat rack over there. This one's full. And then we're looking good over here still. Got plenty of food. I'm gonna grab another one just in case I get hungry. All right. The only thing I can say right now is yeah, I need to go. I definitely need to go and remake myself another tier 2 weapon, and really just keep surviving the winter. Like that's the hard part right now. We're just I need a big spiked club. Looks like we don't have it in the queue. So let me see if I can make one. Actually, what I'll need to do is since, yeah, heavy club. Since our heavy, I mean our militia, our sole soldier uses it, what we will need to do is make sure that we have one being made at all times. So let me go ahead and queue. I'm going to queue 2 of those. There we go, heavy club. We'll do 2 and create. So I'll let them make that. Maybe I will see. Let's see if I don't have. Well, that's covered. Maybe I'll do some foraging. Only got that covered. Maybe there's some that can be done down here. Do I have one up here? To the north, this is where those whites are, so I definitely don't want to send them in that direction. Alright. Alright. So, I've got quite a few other buildings that I can still make, but it's starting to look more and more like this is a coal maker, so we can turn like firewood into coal, which will burn a little bit more efficiently. We've got an armor smith we can do. This looks like it's a separate building from the regular workshop, and this will produce linen and leather armor pieces. We can assign somebody to that. A bloomery, which will use iron ore and coal. This is going to be something that is going to be that we're going to use with the metal worker. Outhouse, we build that. Forester's hut, this is how we regrow trees, which might be worth it here pretty soon. Smoker pen, looks like we can have something. So we have quite a bit. Yeah, looks like we can have some smoker pets as well. And then for defenses, we can also do an archery range. So we've got our barracks, which is like our training our melee heroes, and then we can do an archery range as well. And then some additional watchtowers. I think what I want to do, I'm going to do this right now, so I'm going to build a watchtower covering this side, because we do get a lot of attacks from the whites in that direction. So we'll go ahead and set that up. And maybe I will put one a little bit more here in the center. I also, let's see here. I also added some additional fire. So this was our original fire where we had all of the original shelters circled around it. I've gotten rid of all of those shelters since I've added that second cottage. And then I added a fire over here, and there's one here in the middle too as well. And these are so that we can keep everybody warm as they work. Temperature's cold. We're trying to keep people alive. Meat's doing okay. Yeah, I mean we're you know, knock on wood, right? Hopefully the gods don't send anything to test us. But we are doing okay. We're surviving. Now, I do want to look into also getting some additional defenses up, if possible, so that we can be a little bit more strategic with our defense. For example, possibly have a gate over here in the front, and on the sides. We've got really 3 sides we've got to cover because we've got the water at our back, so we don't really have to worry about that. That will most likely be in a future episode, but right now I think getting these watchtowers up and getting some people in that can actually help defend what we have at this point is going to be my priority. So I'm going to actually venture out into the wilderness. Let me get out of this here. So we don't have any stones. So yeah, I need to go and get some stones so that I can call in a few more people. We've got plenty of space now. We've got 14 villagers now. Between this, once we get all of these built out, and the other hut, which has 8, we can hold up to 20. So that's going to be a big part of what I'm going to do right now, which is get as many as I can. I'm going to actually take the sled with me so that I have enough room to store 20 Jotun blood. Go warm myself up. Make sure I have enough food on me. And you probably won't need to watch me do... Oh, I got a sore throat. Affects stamina regeneration. Warmth decreases when your warmth decreases too much. Okay. Alright. So I should probably grab an extra pick. I don't really use the arrows too much. Go and get my heavy club. And I think I'm going to set out. If anything interesting happens, I'll be sure to show you guys. But probably won't make you guys watch the whole thing. So these guys, they will follow you around. And then as soon as you watch, I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave the cart right here. Let's see what's in there. Just the big stones. Don't go up to it. They're like little scavengers. See, look. Going right to it. If I had food or something in there. So I tested with like a cooked meal before and they didn't eat it. But look, they're like trying to get in there. Oh, did they just take a stone out? Oh, they did. You guys. You know how long it took me to get those in there? That's hilarious. Alright. What's under there? So, yeah, I think I better keep it close. Those guys. Oh, clowns. They dig through your stuff. You're probably saying, why don't you just shoot them? I suck with a bow. No, really. It's you know, it's not just a game. I do suck, but you know, my archery skill is not that good. Here they come again. They won't get too close if I'm here. You know what would be a good trick is once you do get a sled. Guess I'm done with that. Once you do get a sled, it's just use it as bait. Like go to a place like this and get a bunch of the smokers coming at the cart. Actually, and just stand off to the side, start sniping them, and then load the cart up with their meat. Guerrilla tactics. Uh-oh. Is this a... Oh, there's another one. Alright, yeah, that's right. What was that? I heard a bow. Or was that a tree? Ugh. It's nerve-wracking. ran off. Is it safe to proceed? I'll just keep my little radar up. Nice, 2 more. That means I only need 4 more. You know, I'll eat just to make sure I have the room. Eat anyways. It is getting cold, so I might need to drop a fire. I remember this place because there's a bunch more stones around here. Is that water up there, or is it just... There's a wolf again. Oh, did he go back and get buddies? He sure did. I gotta watch my stamina. Oh man, my armor's definitely helping somewhat. All right. At least I can skin these guys. Oh. I gotta like... Oh man. Oh, is there another one coming? There we go. I heard one, yep. Alright, I don't have any heals on me. Any garlic. Oh, he's attacking my sled. Oh, I can do a running jump. Didn't know that. Took a lot of my stamina though. Waylaid in the forest. Alright. Winter is coming to an end, yeah, so it looks like it is about 7 days each. Sure, I could have looked that up at some point, but did I get on those stones? So that's what 16, 17, 18. I need 4 more stones. Like flax? There we go. Oh, there's a den here. That's why they keep coming out. So that's good to know. Okay. That's why they're right here. I gotta go set this fire before yeah, here comes another one. Here's your cousin. That's your cousin right there on the ground. Probably mad at me. Can I catch him on fire? No. So I am officially further than I was in my first run. I think my first run, I made it to day 26, and I didn't die, and I actually wasn't even having that hard of a time, I would say. I just let me just eat. Grab that one. Grab these. No, maybe to store something. Yeah, I was just. Base should be okay. Yeah, I was just in a, you know, like, okay, I get this a little bit more. I want to start over. I didn't have, or maybe I did have like half of the stuff that I have now. Like I didn't have a warehouse. I didn't have 2 cottages. I did have a chieftain hut. I didn't have a fishing hut. I didn't have watchtowers. So I'm much further along in this run than I was on the first one. And I think when you play the game, if you haven't played it yet, you're just trying to, you know, look and say, hey, is this going to be worth it for me to play? Yeah, I definitely think you're going to want to at least play once and maybe even get to the first winter. Oh, that happened last time. Ooh. Alright, time to go. You guys see that bear? Yeah, I do remember from my first game that bears were not to be messed with. At least not yet. Alright. I don't want to have to leave my cart. See how far I'm... I might have to. I have enough stones. Just hoping my people can... Hoping my people can defend without daddy at home. I think they got this. I've got my... Okay, they're being attacked and they're spooked. Spooked just means it's like, you know, like a... Not comfort level, but... Their overall... emotion. Are things going bad? Good. Are things going bad? Man, they're attacking everything. I might just drop this sled. Let me just drop it and go. They're still alive. We're chasing them though. Alright, where's the other one? Alright. Anybody like... Nobody's close to death, so that's good. Hedda did take some damage, quite a bit of damage there, but so did Dagny. Just a real quick check right here. Here's their overall kind of morale, and right now most of my people are at 100. I've got Lassie, who's the hunter. He you know, he's got long work hours and work anxiety because he's out there by himself, right, doing hunting. I could probably shorten his hours to compensate for that. And then what does she have? Just work-life balance. She's on the right schedule right now. She is. Slightly decreasing. But, you know, considering we're in winter and everything else that's going on, we're actually not doing too bad. Alright. I think they pretty much didn't even need me. They were able to fend it off. Nobody died. A couple of people got halfway, which I would say is close. But I'm going to go back and get my sled. It's kind of cool how you can see the stones in there that I put in there and all of just the individual elements. Like, even though I have 6 stones in here, oh, the large stones, it only shows 3, but that's okay. You know, we could use this firewood, guys. Maybe I should set this up. Oh, what is this guy doing? What are you doing? You stop. It is a toilet. Somebody probably in there. Speaking of. I love how he just like hops out. Don't have any room to carry anything. Somebody will pick that up, hopefully. If not, worry about it later. Let me just drop this off straight to the warehouse. That way our stone cutter can use. Alright, got another one of our towers. We need one more built. So I guess the goal is to get... I think I got 20 stones. Actually, a few more than that. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I got 3 or 4 in here. 24. So I think I can get another, what, 4 people? So 1 for each tower. Oh man, what's going on over here? 1 for each tower. That'd be 2, and then 2 in the barracks. Exactly what I needed. Then we'll start expanding again. But right now, I'm gonna get some more defenses up. That's going to take a while, so I think it's at least 6 minutes per. So it's going to take quite a bit. Daylight Devotion, Eat Less, Smaller Health Pool, Stone Clumsy, Hydration Expert. We need soldiers. He's not going to really be useful. So yeah, 7 minutes. So it's going to take a while. Let's go get the stones out. All right, we are back in town. We've got 1 person queued up. I've got a bunch of stones, so I can do another 16, 17, 18, 19. So I can do another 3 people. And will be doing so here. Won't make you watch it, but I'm going to be adding all the people to cover the additional 2 towers we built. So that's 2 people, and then I'm going to throw another 2 people here in the barracks. Oh, gotta be a warehouse. Okay, so let's just double check on that. I might need another warehouse if I want to store, because like all the tools and weapons, right, are getting pretty filled up. Let me see what space I needed. That's all taken. Am I getting to the point where I need another warehouse? I put on my big boy pants. Okay. So, coal maker. An armor smith. Let's start with the coal maker. Oh. We definitely don't want it by the... Definitely don't want it by the houses, so it's going to need to be on this side. Maybe put it out a little bit so we can have kind of this road from the commode. Alright, there's our villager, Ilva. Let's go check her out, or him out. Alright, you're a builder right now. You can do craftsman. You like the spring. Bear power. Okay, soldier. Here we go. Let's go, soldier. we are gonna make you, you're a warrior, so you got one of each. Here we go. Give you a home. Did they need, okay, yeah, they're a daytime person. This daytime crew gives them a little bit more leisure. Oh, are we low on fiber? Let's see. I mean, compared to where we are, but I was surprised there wasn't that much rope in there. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. So we can improve it. We need nails for that. There's coal storage. I guess we have to assign somebody to see, but I think what it was saying is that it takes firewood and turns it into coal. Open storage. Let me go grab some firewood. See if I can do it myself. The OCD in me wants exactly 10 in there. Activate? Not enough fuel to activate. Oh. Well, the OCD wanted 10, but I need 45. That's a lot. This is going to be a slow process. Alright, activate. Let's see. Activate. Here's where the wood is burned in the coal. Alright, let's see here. Looks like somebody was being attacked. Yep. You can see on the map the little doors coming up. Oh, he was right in the middle of town. wonder if they are leveling up their skill. I don't see. They're gathering. Okay, there we go. Melee combat. And then we're going to drop this off, and I need to get some rope and sticks. Just do this. I'm going to just take 10 of each. Rather than carry 10. Let me drop this batch off somewhere. Alright. Grab 10 sticks. Nope. Alright. I think what I'll do is I know they're doing some harvesting around here. I'll pull around here and down there. So I'll go like, I'll try to go 5 this way. Try to keep it so it overlaps a little bit. So that's the edge. Let's just do a patrol. I don't know if there's a marker, I mean a limit or anything, but a little outside the range, but that's okay. Well, that isn't much range, actually. Those have a little bit of overlap. Maybe some like this way. It did. Good thing I brought extra. Alright, so that'll take us out there. I don't think I'm going to go all the way out to this one because that's just going to take too many flags. But at least we've kind of got this side covered. They're just practicing, and I'm gonna do some on the other side. So set a marker for myself. Actually, I can even just do it. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Now I hope they don't do it in order, because then that means they would like cut all the way down from here to there, and they might, but. If that's the case, then I'll try to keep an eye and see what they do. But if that is the case, then what we'll do is redo them at some point. And in any case, this is going to give us a little bit of a buffer zone around. And the other thing is too, that I haven't done yet, is I can also create an archery. That will give us some archers to help patrol. There's a wisp. A wisp, you would leave me alone. Alright. Right here. Run out of sticks. So the goal is to kind of have them overlap our areas. Now, the area is not as big as this area, but at least they'll have somebody close. So we'll try to work our way up this way. Again, this is an experiment. Could be doing this totally wrong. We'll just see if this helps out. So one of the common complaints we get from people is the work area feels unsafe. Maybe one over there. That'll be our final one. We need sticks. Uh-oh. Invasion starting in 25 days. Okay. Oh, that's the portal. Well, I guess we better figure out what we're going to do. We might need to get those walls up next episode. I think this is actually a good place to just end this episode because we've got 25 days to prepare for whatever the hell this is. So it's going to happen during winter. So we've got the rest of the year to kind of get our fortifications up, get our people armed, get our people trained, and get ready to go. So let me go drop this last marker. And, yeah. We've got some work to do. Oh, I've never seen the guys actually hunt. Why aren't you using your bow, buddy? Better be careful, I might shoot my own person. Woohoo! I got an achievement for that. Alright, what a great ending. It even took me back to the base. Alright, guys. So we've got a game plan. We've got to go find metal. Because we need to be able to start getting that higher tier stuff, especially weapons and maybe even armor. Higher tier tools. And we need to build defenses. So I'm going to dedicate, so we've got our manned defenses, our 3 watchtowers and our 3 patrol. We're going to build archer and we're going to get some walls up. All right, so we'll see you guys next time.